Hey guys, in this video I am going to teach you how we can create phone auto picker functionalities into our both Ubola user app and Ubola driver app. Basically I am going to create this type of pop-up and we will display all the phone numbers which is available into our phone. So let's start. Firstly I am going to integrate this functionality into user application. So I am going to open this user application. For this implementation I am going to use one package. The package name is mobile_number. So first visit pub.dev website into your browser and then search mobile_number and then press enter, then you will get this package here. Okay, so just open this package and then go inside installing option, copy this dependency from here and then open pubsec.yml file into your user application and paste here your dependency and then press on pubget. You can see our dependency has been imported successfully. So we will integrate this feature into auth page. Okay, open this readme file option and then just go inside example, then copy this string mobile number, list sim card, init state and this method also. Okay, just copy this and paste here inside auth page. These variables we have copied and init state we have copied and we have also copied this method. Okay, init mobile number state. Now we need to import this all. So we will import this and then you can see no errors now. Okay, ignore this because we have already imported this package. So now I'm going to test whether it is working fine or not. So first I'm going to print this phone number here. Now I'm going to start this application, run this application into our phone. You can see mobile number is blank. We are not getting mobile number, so I'm going to change this package because this package is not working. Okay, so control Z all the things, remove this function and init state and mobile number also variable, so remove this all. And now I'm going to change this package, so just remove this mobile number also and then here just search sim number. Okay, open this sim number and then go inside installing option and then we will copy this from here. Just copy this dependency and paste inside pubsec.yml file and then import this. Just click on this pub.get to import. Okay, So you can see we have successfully imported this sim number package. And another thing, we need to go inside readme file and then copy this both permissions, and we need to include these permissions inside manifest file. So just open Android, then app, src, and then main, and then you'll get this Android manifest file. Then here we need to add both dependencies, both permissions which we have copied from here. Okay, so just paste here both depend permissions, then close this Android manifest file and open auth page, and you can see we are getting error. So I'm going to remove this error. Okay, and now just copy this function, print sim card function, and then here we will use init state, and after init state we will paste that function which we have copied. Okay, and then call that function from here. Okay, and then import this sim info, and import this also sim number. Okay, and change this to string. You can see no errors now. I'm going to run this application and check whether it is working or not, whether phone number we are getting or not. Okay, so just run this application again. So you can see we are getting both numbers, phone number which is available into my phone. Okay, so firstly I am going to organize this code, and we will create one pop-up where we will display these both numbers. Okay, so firstly I'm going to organize this code. So just create view model here. We will create auth view model. Okay, and then create class here, and then we will extend with getX controller, and inside this we will use on init. Okay, and then cut this method from auth page. Okay, and just paste here and call this method from on init. Okay, and remove this print sim card data from here inside auth page. Okay, and inside auth view model we will import this sim info and sim number also, and we will change this debug print to print. Okay, now I'm going to call this auth view model inside auth page. So we will create the instance of this view model. So use final here, auth view model, and then we will use getX. Okay, import this getX. Okay, and here we will use get dot put, and then we need to pass that model, view model. Okay, so here auth view model. Now I am going to check whether it is working or not. Okay, so remove this init state also, because we are already calling this print sim card inside on init, and this is written inside auth view model, and we have created the instance of this view model inside view page. So no need to use init state here. So I am going to run this application again and check whether it is working or not. So just stop all the process, and I'm going to run this application again. So now we will check. So you can see we are getting this phone number. So our code is working fine. Now I'm going to create pop-up. where we will display both numbers. Okay, so inside auth page I am going to firstly just open auth view model, and we will create two variables here for list. Okay, so we will create one list, dummy list, and this will be the type of string, and we will use obs. Okay, observables. And similarly we will create one more list, original list. Okay, and we will save these two phone numbers inside this dummy list. Okay, but before this we will clear dummy list and original list also, and here we will add all the phone numbers inside dummy list. So here we will use dummy list dot add, and then we will pass this as dot phone number. Okay, and after this for loop we will use original list dot value, and then we will pass this dummy list, and we will check if the dummy list uh, is having data, then we will only pass that dummy list inside this original list. So here we will check if dummy list dot is not empty, then we will pass this dummy list inside original list. Okay, so now our view model code is completed. Now I am going to create pop-up. So here we will use init state, and here phone number auto picker pop-up. So I am going to create this method, and with this method we will open our custom dialog where we will display both numbers. So here we will use void and then function name, and then here inside this we will use show dialog, and show dialog will take context builders, and one more parameter we will use barrier dismissible true. Okay, when the pop-up will open and we will hit over the UI, then it will not remove pop-up from the UI. Okay, so here we will use build context, okay, and here we will pass context from where it is launching. So we will have to pass context from init state from where we are calling this function. Okay, and here we will use semicolon, and then here we will use return. So I am going to connect my phone and I am going to show you live. Okay, when I have launched this application, then I get this error. Okay, so write this container here. Okay, and now inside this init state we will copy this, and then here we will use future dot delayed, and then pass duration here, and here we will use seconds, and then we will execute in 1 second. Okay, and then pass that method here, so we will not get this error. Okay, and this is our method. Okay, and now I am going to run this application again. Now this is working, okay, and now we are not getting any type of errors. So here what we are going to do, here we will use scaffold, and then we will use body, and then here we will use container, and inside container I am going to write any dummy text. Okay, and the background of this scaffold will be transparent. So just open config folder and then go inside all colors and then add one color, transparent color, and change with this transparent. Okay, so here we will use all colors dot transparent color. Okay, and here we will use alignment, so alignment dot center, and just remove this text, and we will use single child scroll view here, and then inside this we will use child and then column children and then widget. This will be the type of widget, and for alignment we will use cross alignment and then cross alignment dot start. Stretch we can also use. Okay, and here we will use text. Now I'm going to check it is working or not. So but before this I'm going to wrap this container with inkwell. Okay, wrap this scaffold. Okay, so here we will use wrap this widget inkwell on tab and then navigator dot pop. We will dismiss this pop-up when we will hit this scaffold. So just hit this, I am going to launch this again. Okay, okay, so don't wrap this scaffold, we will have to wrap this container. Okay, so just copy this on tab and wrap this container with inkwell, and then inside inkwell we will pass that on tab which we have copied from here, and then remove this inkwell from here. Okay, so after this scaffold we will use inkwell, and inside inkwell we will have to use that container. Now I'm going to run this application and hope it will work fine. So you can see hello is printed here. Okay, now I'm going to decorate this. So wrap this container with column with container. Okay, so just wrap this container, and then here we will use decoration, box decoration, and inside box decoration we will use color, all colors dot white color. Okay, and when we will hit this scaffold, then you can see it is dismissed. Okay, so now I'm going to show you, but before we need to add width here. So here we will use width media query dot of context dot size dot width, and we will also use margin here. So age insets dot all, and then all dimensions dot 12. Okay, so this will be the margin, and here I am going to use for loop integer I equals to 0, I is less than 2, and then I plus plus. Here we will show all the phone numbers, so we will use column here, and then inside column we will use children, and this will be the type of widget, and then write any text. So the text will be phone numbers, and then we will use styles here, text style, font size will be all dimensions dot 16, and the font weight will be bold. Okay, and we will also use divider here. Okay, and before this I am going to just wrap this with container. Okay, wrap with container, and here we will use padding age insets dot all dimensions dot 12. Now I am going to launch this application again. So you can see we are getting two phone numbers text. So here we will use cross access alignment dot stretch. So these phone numbers text will be aligned to left, and remove this padding from here. Okay, and run this again. Now it is looking fine. Now I'm going to, here I'm going to use padding also. Remove this padding because uh, this divider is taking spaces from left and right, so I'm going to remove that padding, and here we will just control Z and use that padding. Okay, that padding inside container, wrap this column inside container, and then container we will use padding and just add 8. You can decorate according to your need. Okay, here we will use age insets dot only, and then left will be 16, right will be 16, all dimensions dot 16. Okay, all dimensions dot 16, and we will also use padding here. Edge insets dot only from left, all dimensions dot 8, right, all dimensions dot 8. Okay, and here we will use, just remove this container from here. Okay, and now just wrap this text with container, and the margin will be edge insets dot all, and the margin will be 8, and the padding will be edge insets dot all dimensions dot 12. Okay, now I'm going to launch this application again. Now you can see this is, it's looking fine, and remove this bold. Okay, from text. And finally I'm going to use this original list to display all the phone numbers which is available into the phone. So here we will use, this auth view model to get that list. So here inside this pop-up code, in for loop, instead of 2 we will use auth view model dot, and the list name is original list, you can see here. Okay, and dot length. Okay, and here we will use auth view model dot original list, and then we will pass this index. Okay, this index, so we will get all the phone numbers, and we will remove this bottom border. Okay, so here we will use, just copy this, I equals to auth view model dot original list dot length minus 1, and here we will use size box dot shrink, and write double equal to here. If the item is the last item, then we will remove the divider. Okay, otherwise we will show this divider. So this is the logic. So you can see this is the code, this is the method, and here we have already used show dialog, and then these all codes, and here we are displaying all the phone numbers. So now I'm going to run this application on my phone to show all the phone numbers. Okay, so just run this application again. So you can see we have both numbers on pop-up. Okay, and now I have clicked outside, then the pop-up disappears. And one more thing we need to add, firstly I am going to remove this both plus 91, and from here we will remove this 91. Okay, so just go inside auth view model, and before adding this number inside this function, we will use here we will use string phone number. Okay, where phone number, and then the phone number will be as dot phone number, and then we will use this phone number here. And before adding this phone number here, we will use phone number equals to phone number dot if phone number dot start with dot so here we will use this. Okay, phone number dot replace first, and then if we will get plus 91 or 91, then it will remove that. Okay, so just remove this print from here, and then we will paste here. Okay, just add this line only. Okay, and now I'm going to run this application again. So here just run this. So you can see we have successfully implemented this feature here. Okay, and when we will click this phone number, then we will paste that phone number inside this enter phone number text field. Okay, so just go inside auth page, and then so this is the text field. Okay, so firstly I'm going to write controller of this text field, phone controller, phone number controller. Okay, just copy this controller, and then here we will define that controller. So here we will use final underscore phone number controller, then text editing controller. Okay, and just write underscore with auth view model. Okay, and here also we will have to pass underscore, and then here underscore, because we have changed with underscore auth view model. Okay, so now it's fine, and we will just open the code of this phone number auto picker pop-up. Okay, and here after this for loop on column, we will wrap this with inkwell, and then we will use on tap. When we will tap that phone number, then phone number controller dot text will be this. Okay, and after this for loop I am going to take one more text, none of the above, and the style will be text style, font size all dimensions dot 16, font weight will be bold, and the color will be, just go inside all colors and write one more color, blue color. Okay, and here we will use blue, and then here we will use all colors dot blue color. Okay, just copy this none of the above, and here before for we will also use here one more text, sign in with, and this will be black color. Okay, and now I'm going to run this application again, and here we will also use size box and height will be 8. Just run this application and wrap this text with inkwell. Okay, inkwell, and we will use on tap here, and then here we will use navigator dot pop. We will dismiss this pop-up when we will click on this none of the above option. Okay, so our application is launched. I'm going to show you. Okay, so you can see sign in with title is here. Okay, this title, and one none of the above title is here. And when we will click this none of the above, then the pop-up is disappearing. So firstly I am going to decorate this. So just copy margin and padding, and then here wrap this text with container, and then paste padding and margin here also, and similarly wrap this text with container, and paste margin and padding, and the size will be 20, and here also the size will be 20. And now I am going to run this application again. Actually the text size is very big, so I'm going to use some small text. Okay, so here we will you can modify according to your need. Okay, and same feature I am going to integrate on driver application. So just now this is working fine, so I am going to click on this any number. So I am going to select any number, so you can see here we will that number. Okay, so you can see one mobile number feeded on the text field, and now I'm going to click on another number. So you can see mobile number is changing, but the pop-up is not disappearing. So I'm going to remove that pop-up when we will click on any number. So here, okay, here we will use navigator dot pop. So we will dismiss that pop-up. Okay, and here we will use only, and then left and right will be 12. Left all dimensions dot 12, right all dimensions dot 12. Just copy this padding and paste here also. Okay, now I'm going to run this again. Now you can see this is looking fine. Now I'm going to integrate same feature on driver app. Okay, so just close this user application and just open driver application, Ubola driver app. And here firstly I'm going to add dependency. Just copy this dependency sim number and then open pubsec.yml file. Okay, and then pubget. So the package will be imported, and now I'm going to open user application code. So my user application code is available in desktop, and then Ubola app, Ubola cab, and then mobile app, and then user app, and then open lib folder. Actually I'm going to copy the code of user app which we have recently implemented. So just copy this auth view model from here, and then I'm going to paste inside this view model, driver app view model. Okay, same file I'm going to copy this. Okay, so this is the auth view model, and then click on get dependencies and open auth view model. So just open view and then auth screen, and then copy this, sorry, open this auth page, and from here just copy all the things. Okay, Just copy this auth page and replace this with driver auth page. Okay, so just paste here. Then you can see we need to override, so just override this, and here we are getting some errors, so now I'm going to resolve these all. So just remove all the errors and import this, and go inside all colors, which is inside user app. Okay, so open config folder and then you will get all colors, and then we need to copy these two colors which we have added into user application. So just copy this blue color and transparent color, and then open all colors here which is in driver app, and then paste here. Okay, and just import this all colors inside auth page. Similarly we will import all dimensions here and all images also. And one more errors we are getting, page constant, so just import. Okay, so you can see no errors now, and we have successfully imported our code from user app to driver app. And now I'm going to check whether it is working or not in driver application. So I'm going to run this application. This is also working fine. One thing I forgot to add, so just go inside readme file and then copy this, and you need to include this to permission also in driver application. Okay, so open Android folder, then app, then src main, and then manifest file, and then paste here. Okay, and then close this manifest file, and now run this application. Then you will get this pop-up. Okay, so in both application we have successfully implemented this feature, so all working fine. If you like the video, then like, share and subscribe my channel.